Greetings and salutations, humans. Welcome to the channel. I am your host, Putinbot, and today we are going to be doing a champion spotlight on the one, the only Candraphon. Everyone's favorite tentacle-faced monstrosity, who was at one time one of the worst legendaries in the game. He has since become one of the best, one of the most coveted nukers, especially in the arena, since he got a buff about a year ago. Let me show y'all how I have got my Candraphon built. I'm going to explain to y'all where I use him. I'm going to explain to y'all how I use him, and I will then take y'all into some different content and show y'all what old Squidface here is able to do. Let me go first into my total stats. His health is relatively low, 35,000. I would like to get it up a little bit higher, but it will work. His attack is 5,464, which is very high. Defense is 1,667, which is very low. His speed is even lower. He is at 154 speed, and that is because I am running my Candraphon in attack boots. The vast majority of y'all who are watching this video will most likely be wanting speed boots on your Candraphon. I'm going to show y'all how I'm able to get this slow monster to go and do some work for me in the arena. Crit rate's a little bit, this is just a hair over, 103%. Critical damage, 224%. I'm working on getting that up. The closer I can get that up to 235, 250, the harder he's going to hit. But just like y'all, I am limited by the gear that I have. Speaking of gear, the Fire Knight has not been very kind to me. I want to get this guy in Savage. Unfortunately, he is in a hodgepodge of stuff because the Fire Knight has decided he just wants to give me flat stat and subpar Savage gear, which is unfortunate, but we'll go with what we got. So for your Candraphon, if you're able to get the crit rate off of your other gear, you want to get your Candraphon into crit damage gloves, but you gotta have them at 100% crit rate. If you can't do it, put them in crit rate gloves and just upgrade as you're able to. Accuracy means absolutely nothing to this guy, and the way I've got him built, I don't really care about speed either. So I'm going to show y'all why. Again, just hodgepodge stuff. I'm looking for crit rate, and I'm looking for crit damage, and I'm looking for attack wherever I can find it. Again, I'm running him in attack percentage boots. 99% of y'all, well, maybe 90% of y'all, will be running him in speed, not in attack. Attack chest on this guy is going to be mandatory. You'll want to have it. I am running attack on the banner. I'm running crit damage on the amulet, and I'm running attack on the rings. So let me show you the masteries I've got on Candraphon here. There's absolutely no reason to go down support for this guy. Accuracy means nothing to him. He uses none of his skills work off of accuracy at all. I've got him going down to retribution. That way, if he gets smacked, he has a chance to counterattack. And Candraphon's A1 is one of the hardest hitting, if not the hardest hitting A1 in the game. And if the enemy that he's fighting has a buff on, he hits him twice. I'm going to improve parry, just that way if he does get slapped, just have a little bit of a chance to survive the blow. Wisdom of battle and stubbornness. Again, just because Candraphon is my arena nuker, but I'm going to show y'all what Candraphon can do in the arena, as well as in some different dungeons. Offense, I started with crit rate. I'm down to Keen Strike. Going down to Methodical always helps. Ruthless Ambush works out pretty well. Cycle of Violence gives you a chance to decrease the cooldown of a random skill by 1 turn if you inflict 30% of the target's max HP. As hard as Skull Squid Face here hits, that happens a lot. And I am ending in Helm Smasher. Has a 50% chance of ignoring 25% of the target's defense. Once I get him in Savage, it's going to be disgusting. We're just working with what we got. Let me go into his skills for you. His aura is increased ally attack in arena battles by 33%. You're not going to run that because if you get outran, you're going to die. Unless you've got some kind of a stacked go second team. His passive is fantastic, and this was what makes him so good. Damage increased by 40% while attacking under a Veil or a Perfect Veil buff. Receives 40% less damage while under a Veil or Perfect Veil buff. Also boosts this champion's turn meter by 15% each time this champion receives damage while he's under Veil or Perfect Veil. Does not work if this champion is the only champion alive on the team. Active effect. Places a Perfect Veil on this champion for 1 turn. Each time an enemy's turn meter is filled, this buff cannot be removed. So what that means is, if you're in the arena, if the other team goes first, I say their arbiter's quicker than mine, it throws up that buff, Candraphon is automatically going to bail himself. A1, Punish Hubris. Attacks on enemy, places an extra hit if the target is under any buff. Butcher's Glee is his AoE. Grants an extra turn and resets the cooldown on the hunt skill if the attack kills an enemy. So what that means is it's on a 3-turn cooldown. He goes, he kills someone, he gets an extra turn. And let's just say that you opened up with the A3 first. So let's just say hypothetically you're in the arena, you use this ability first, places a Perfect Veil, a 50% increased attack buff, increased speed buff, and a 30% crit damage buff on this champion for 2 turns. So let's just say you open up the A3, then it comes to be Candraphon's turn again. You open up the A2, he kills someone, it unlocks on the hunt skill again. Absolutely fantastic. So let's go into the arena. Let's see what we've got to work with here. So you can find something that doesn't look too disgusting. Let's try this team here. So we're going to go first. I'm going to do turn meter up. And as you can see, I'm running an Umbral Enchantress in my team. This is why Candraphon is in attack boots. The way my team is built, Arbiter and Umbral are the only 2 people on my team who are speed tuned. She's going to go in, she's going to get the Provoke. She does not get the Seeker, but she has the other ones. Let's go and do a defense down with Tyrell. Seeker just buffed their turn meter, so you can see everyone else is going. Candraphon just sitting there, just waiting, watching, just taking it all in. Umbral's going to go again. Or not Umbral, I apologize. This is Arbiter. Let's go ahead and remove those defense buffs. Here comes Candraphon. If the Seeker was provoked, I would go ahead and do the A3 now and be able to show you all his big ability. But if I do, what's going to happen is that the enemy is going to get their turn. So I'm going to use the A2, Butcher's Glee, and 117,000 damage. It's absolutely disgusting. Let's try this team with... I'm going to show you all what he's able to do. Let's see. 3.9. He has... This dude's got better gear than I've got. I can pretty much guarantee it. He's going to go first. Let's just go ahead and go. Let's do Royal P here. So I'm going to go ahead and speed the team up again. Umbrella's going to do her provoke. Now I want you all to see something. Someone on the enemy team got a turn meter boost from a mastery. That's why Candraphon is now veiled. Anytime someone on the enemy team gets a turn meter boost, it doesn't matter if it's from an ability, if it's from a skill, or if it's from a mastery, that's going to trigger Candraphon's veil passive. Let's go on ahead and do defense down. The Arbiter's pretty quick, that's okay. I'm going to go and do the A3 now. I could just go ahead and kill him right now, but I want to show y'all this. So let's do On the Hunt. Their Arbiter is no longer provoked. I don't want her doing anything annoying, so I'm going to stop her with Tabrail. Now I'm going to use my Arbiter's A3. I want to speed my Candraphon up because their Duke is now free of the provoke. Now let me turn this down to single speed. This is the big boy. Watch this. And as you can see, Deke is still up because, like I mentioned on the Contra video that I did earlier, Spirit is strong versus Force, so he got a weak kit there. That's okay. Let's go ahead and speed this back up. Let's go on ahead and speed everybody up, and Tabrail will say, "Hello, how you doing?" And now we are going to drop this guy. So that is Candraphon in the arena. If you have a strong Ghost Second team build, like if you're running with a Cardinal that's just stacked with health and defense, you can have him on a Ghost Second team and be able to revive him, and then he can just go if he gets killed. Or if you have him with a Duchess, and then if you stack him in Stalwart gear, he'll take less damage because of not only his passive, where it reduces 40% of damage that he takes whenever he's under a veil. Duchess also has a passive that reduces damage, and Stalwart also has a ability on the armor set that reduces damage from AoEs. So he can just be a very robust nuker. I'm not going to show y'all him in campaign because in attack boots it would just simply take forever. Let's go into dungeons. I said if you're running him as your dungeon nuker, you would be running him with speed boots. I've got him going on in the arena, so he's in attack, so that will not be happening today. Let's just go ahead and build a team real quick that is going to give us what we're going to need to make this work and not take all day. So I'm going to run Arbiter for the attack up, Candraphon for our nuker. I'm going to run, actually let's keep Apothecary in there, because he's going to help us go faster. And let me see, how are we going to do this? Actually, nope, sorry. Apothecary's not to come out in this. I do apologize, folks. So I'm going to run Skyle of the Drakes for reses. And I will run Zargala in the lead for further attack. So the way this team is going to work, I've got Skyle in the team for passive heals from her passive. Zargala going in and doing her business. I've got Arbiter in this team, and the whole reason why she's even in here is because she has turn meter boost and she has the attack up. We have got Frozen Banshee to help us kill the dragon. So let's see what we do here. So I'm going to take this off auto. Let's do the attack up. Let's throw out some stuns. Stun 2 of them. Let's do defense down. Let's just A1. Let's go ahead and do on the hunt here. That way we'll buff Candraphon's crit damage. So now I'm going to use Frozen Banshee's A2. Fills the turn meter of allies by 2% for each debuff on the enemies on the target. Let's get some turn meter, and let's go ahead and do the A3. So that's the thing, just smacked. And so as you can see, his on the hunt skill, which was a 5-turn cooldown, was brought right back to us because he killed someone. Now let's just do the A1 so you can see what he's going to do. Let's slap this Tayrell. 76,000. And so I will not drag y'all through with this a long fight here in Dragon with this. I will go to the end. I will show y'all the end of the fight. I just wanted to just show y'all what Candraphon is able to do. Okay, we're coming up to the end here. You're able to see what is going on. The dragon is almost dead. Candraphon just slapped him for over 200,000 hit points with his A1. His A3 goes in for 134,000. Dragon's dead. Again, not a speed run, and a lot of that's just because my Candraphon is just, he's very slow. He's kind of like the proverbial boulder that is up on a hill. You push it and it starts off slow, but as it gains velocity, it just goes faster and faster, and it just runs over the shit at the bottom. That's what Candraphon is. So let's see what's going on here with the lag. I'd like to show y'all the numbers. There we go. So Frozen Banshee did 1.1 million damage, and Candraphon has her beat out at 1.8 million. Banshee did all of her damage on the dragon. Candraphon did his damage on the dragon and on the waves. And these boots are crap. Let's go ahead and sell them. Well, folks, that is what I have for Candraphon. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comments below. I will read them and I'll get back to you. I want to thank y'all very much for taking the time to stop by and watch the video. And I do hope that you'll enjoy the content. If you did, give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And I will see y'all next time with the next champion guide.